Hey YouTube, it's your girl Tosh, back with another video. Make sure you like, share, comment, and subscribe. Tosh Mob, we on the road to 1K. I appreciate y'all. Let's get it. Today we talking about Monica Faulkner. She's supposed to be a travel agent from Minnesota. This lady has taken these people money and left them stranded in Florida and Costa Rica. Not just one or two people, most recently 70 people she left in Costa Rica. They had to go stay with strangers and all kind of stuff. She took these people money, booked these cruises, got on the cruise and left the people just standing out there with nowhere to go and nothing to do. They need to beat her ass. That's why I booked my own cruises online on World Caribbean. Let's talk about it.
The Minnesota travel agent Monica Faulkner continue in March. Travelers who booked a cruise with her were left stranded on the dock in Miami, even though that they had paid.
Now a group arrived in Costa Rica not knowing they had no accommodations. Fox 9's Karen Scullin has the very latest on this unbelievable story.
Oh my God.
When they landed in Costa Rica, 71 travelers had no place to stay. Although the group had paid in full, Minnesota travel agent Monica Faulkner had not actually paid for the accommodations.
What?
Local property managers helped out by scattering the travelers in various houses and condos.
She just was like, don't say anything to any of these people.
Travelers had to stay with people they didn't know in various locations with promises by Monica to pay the owners in 2 days. But she didn't show up.
Oh
then
my
we
God.
heard that she might have been abducted. Then we heard that she was at the hospital. Then we heard that, all this stuff.
On
What?
Wednesday, they were told to meet her once again for payment.
PayPal, Zelle, Venmo, none of that was going through.
What?
And the other people that she owes money, $3,051, they came up. They were like, you got to pay us too. He sent her an invoice on PayPal. And then that's when she started acting like she was going to pass out.
In came the stretcher and off Monica was to get treated. Meanwhile, others
you
who were put into the
motherfucking
fancy
lying.
houses and condos were getting kicked out for non-payment. Some flew home, some travelers paid extra to stay.
Kind of like bang your head. You're like, who does this? Well, Monica does it.
It appears she does. I'm told by some travelers set to vacation in Aruba, their trip was suddenly canceled 2 weeks before departure after they called the hotel to find out they were not booked, even though they had paid Monica at least $2,500 each for a room. They were
What?
told there was about 200 in the group.
Gave him the name of everybody in my party. He said no one is on have a room under their name. And I'm like, that's crazy because we done gave this lady a total of $5,600.
This past Sunday, Monica called at least some of the traveling party saying the trip was canceled. Others just stopped getting communication.
Well, Roshonda, I just told my friends to just cancel. I said, well, you just can't say that to everybody because we bought flights. Our flights are non-refundable.
Like, what's going on? Because Monica's number was going straight to voicemail. She wasn't responding back to Messenger.
Many had booked for Mother's Day or birthdays, leaving them devastated both emotionally and financially.
You on here
Yeah.
with a profile like you this awesome professional and you stealing people money. That's not okay.
Now, just this afternoon, Costa Rica property owner Jennifer Little, who I interviewed, did get all but $125 back of what she was owed. However, others in Costa Rica, she tells me, are still owed thousands and thousands of dollars. As for the Aruba travelers, they have yet to receive any money back. And as for those cruise passengers, some got some money back, others are still waiting. Efforts to reach Monica Faulkner were not successful. In the newsroom, Karen Scullin, Fox 9.
This is not her first time doing this. She has a history of scamming people like this.
That ship leave. A group of Twin Cities cruise passengers was left at the terminal last Sunday, and they were watching that ship leave without them.
They blame the travel agent, who blames Carnival Cruise Lines, but Carnival puts it back on the agent in any case. It was chaos for those who just wanted to sail away for a week. Fox 9's Karen Scullin is in the newsroom after speaking with two passengers left behind. Karen.
Cherie Goudot had been planning this cruise for a year as she was being treated for thyroid cancer. Then, when two family members passed away during that time, the trip with her sister became even more important. But it all unraveled in a matter of minutes the day that they were supposed to leave.
A week ago, they were on their way to Miami, two sisters who couldn't wait to board the Twin Cities takeover 90s throwback cruise on the Carnival Horizon. It was a much-needed spring break.
I was looking forward to hearing Juvenile, reliving some 90s music, the fresh food that was going to be on the boat, the burgers that was going to be on the boat, just hanging out with people.
But when the pair went to the cruise terminal to board the ship last Sunday, their excitement quickly turned to confusion, anger, and disbelief. They were not going to be able to board.
The next morning, we wake up, we get to the port. They can't find my name anywhere. I'm not tied to their room. Somebody else is in their room.
They say their travel agent passed by and said she would fix things, but didn't, and then disappeared.
She comes back, she walks all past us, assuring that we're going to get a room. This is what she's telling us. She goes back on the ship, never comes back out, never says anything to us.
I feel like it's unethical. Like, how could you just leave that many people standing out there? And everybody that was out there was booked under her.
Cherie says she's out $2,800 that she paid in June, along with the 50 people she was standing with on the pier.
When she never came out to address people and that boat was selling off and we're sitting on that port, people were in tears. People were upset. They were angry.
The travel agent, Monica Faulkner, apologized on social media and said in part, "Rest assured, we are taking immediate action to rectify the situation. All affected customers will receive a full refund, along with a complimentary cruise package as a gesture of our commitment to making things right." Faulkner is currently on the cruise, but I spoke to her by phone. She says Carnival canceled a number of bookings on February 21st. She tried to rebook them on the 22nd, but the ship sold out. She did not explain why the money wasn't returned then and the clients notified. Faulkner does say their money is being held by a company called Travel Joy, who she says independent agents use to collect money for bookings, and that the money will be returned. Cherie and Dee Dee aren't buying it.
And if you were going to refund, right? She keeps saying refund. You would have refunded already. You've been on that ship refunding people the money.
Cherie and Dee Dee stayed with their family in Florida for the week, but they said some people tried to fly back and couldn't because of the snowstorm. Meanwhile, others said they sat outside booked hotels waiting for a cancellation. Now, I did see a couple of people on social media supporting Faulkner, who again says she'll refund the money upon her Saturday return. We reached out to Travel Joy to see if the money is actually there, but did not yet hear back. In the newsroom, Karen Scullin, Fox.